All right, we're here. Hopefully you can hear me. Sorry we're late. Just one of those days. Still kind of a work day, so it is what it is. I'm here. We missed first half of the first period. Score 1-0 Shakopee. Scored early in the period. At the Lakeville Holiday Tournament JV game, first varsity game at 1:45. Same two teams, Shakopee and Westonka Whitehawks. 5:45 remaining in period one. Shots on goal are 9 for the Whitehawks, 0 for Shakopee, even though they have one goal. I kind of think it might be the other way around. 9 for Shakopee, 0 for the Whitehawks. Although the Whitehawks now in the offensive zone. We got Ivy Lundgren, Malin Dempsey, Emilio Halloran, Brown, Johnson. Amelia goes off. Giselle Sheridan goes on. Jamison, Herb, Malin Dempsey, Johnson, and Brown. 5:20 remaining period one. Puck comes out to the blue line on the faceoff. Shakopee manages to get it out. Sends it all the way down. Icing will be the call on Shakopee. Faceoff coming in the offensive zone for the Whitehawks. Whitehawks JV team with a record of 6-8-2 currently. Looking to take another win here today to get one more closer to being at 50%. Whitehawks send it in. Shakopee makes for the Sabres. Puck flies into the Shakopee bench, so we will get another face-off inside the Shakopee zone. Same 5 on the ice. Dempsey at the face-off circle. He wins it back to Sheridan. Shakopee takes over. Gets through Maddie Brown. They knock her down in the play. Good play by Dempsey. Dempsey turns with it. Plays it off the boards. Up to Jamison Herr. Shakopee gets to it first. Dempsey. Good forecheck pressure. Puck carried behind the net. Gets across the blue line. Maddie Brown picks it up. Sheridan. It's intercepted. Back to Brown. Brown plays it back out again. This time Shakopee gets it in, but it's stolen away by Dempsey. Back to Johnson. Across to Sheridan. Sheridan carries in, dumps it deep. Couple of Whitehawks change. It's like all but Sheridan. Sheridan puts a shot right on. First shot for the Whitehawks. Now Sabres carried into the zone. Sammy starts. Abby Sloat. Riley Hoffman, Maddie Hayes, Charlotte Falk. Riley with a shot right in the slot. Good save by the Sabres goalie. Offensive zone faceoff coming. Hoffman, Hayes, Falk. Hoffman gets it back. Starks just couldn't get there in time. Shakopee gets it out of the zone. Now Sloat plays it up to Hayes. Hoffman. Playing here in Hoffman's hometown, by the way. Don't ask. It's a long drive for them, but they do play at Westonka. Centering pass hits Hoffman right out in front. She clears, not out of the zone yet. Sloat blocks that shot. Bouncing puck can break the Shakopee in front of the net. Traffic by the Whitehawks. And Dvorak in goal? No? Oh, Hannah Cody in goal. Oh. Dvorak does have a hip injury. She's out for the time being. Hopefully she recovers quick and gets back soon. Forgot to update the scoreboard, like I mentioned before. 1-0 Shakopee, early goal. Shakopee with it in the offensive zone. Shot goes on. Hannah Cody Makes the play and covers it up. There we go. Did a Whitehawks. Dempsey and O'Halloran have a little bump into each other and go down. They're both okay. Never mind. Hoffman, her, Sheridan, now Johnson. He picks up the puck at the blue line, plays it across center ice. Picked up by the Sabres. Shot all the way down. That will be icing on the Sabres. Whitehawks change defense. Yeah, I saw that. Shots now 11-2 in favor of Shakopee. Caitlin helping out on the camera here for the time being. Probably have to go after the second period or sooner. Hoffman picks up the loose puck. Takes it to the far wall. Stick handles, stays through it. Sends it behind the net. Now Jamison her as the center hits some traffic. Picked up by the Sabres. Sabres play it off the wall by Starks. Took a weird carom off the boards. Now Sloat in a battle. Shakopee player wanted a penalty. That was not going to happen. He picks up the loose. So now we got Dempsey, Falk, Hayes, Brown, Johnson. Kylie plays it up. It's to the Dempsey. Plays it behind the net. Now Falk tried to center, actually went behind the net. Maddie Brown comes in deep to hold. He tries to center, hits a Shakopee skate. Now Malin Dempsey, right in the slot. Looking for a pass, turns with it, makes some room, takes a shot. Rebound by Hayes. Both shots were saved by the Sabres goalie. Now played all the way out. Icing will be the call. 30 seconds, 30.1 remaining in the first period. Now Hoffman, Lundgren, O'Halloran, Sloat, Stark. Shakopee, cross ice pass. They carry it into the zone. Centering pass didn't connect. They picked up the loose puck, get the shot on. Hannah Cody covers it up. Face off coming to the left of Hannah Cody. Shakopee controls. Tried to shoot, hit Hoffman. Now in the corner. Sabres take possession. 8 seconds. Goal. And then look at what's that tell you? All right, there you have it. End of one. 3-0 Shakopee. Sorry, I've been a little slow on the scoreboard. Okay, before we get started here on the second period, we'll talk about our sponsors, our platinum sponsors, as always, Crossroads Financial, Allen Elma Supper Club, Surfside Bar and Grill, Northwest Tonka Lions Club, and the Boss Swim School. The gold sponsors are Denali Custom Homes, S. Brothers and Sons, State Farm Office of Colin Charleston, and Chi-Chi's Restaurant. We support our sponsors as they support us. Second period will be starting in just a moment. Get some lines out there. Be Hoffman, Hayes, Falk, Brown, Johnson. Redhawks need to get some shots on goal. Not testing this goalie very much. 3 shots in the first period, 14 for Shakopee. Redhawks do control the face-off. Hayes sends it back to Brown. She shots. Goalie puts her blocker up and knocks it into the corner. Now Falk puts it right towards in front of the net, and Shakopee takes over. Sabres couldn't get it out. Puck now behind the net. Hayes and Falk in a battle along the boards. Puck scored free. Riley saw it, went for it, just rolled off of a stick. Now 1-on-1. Shakopee player gets behind the net. Big save by Hannah Cody. Maddie Brown with a good job to make it a difficult shot for her. Now Riley Hoffman, she carries it up, makes a couple of big moves, takes a low percentage chance, goes right through the blue paint. O'Halloran comes in, she's tripped up. Whitehawks are going on the power play, looking to get their first goal of the game. Dempsey, Lundgren, O'Halloran. Starts slow. Dempsey plays it back to Sloat. Her shot hits a player right out in front. Shakopee picks up possession. Played out of the zone. Sloat tries to send it up again, right off a player's shin guards. Time Sloat gets it into the zone. Sammy Starks helps her hold it in. I'm sorry, that was Lundgren. Now Dempsey behind the goal line. O'Halloran picks it up. Carries it right out in front. Bouncing puck. Flies over the goalie. Still loose. Whitehawks still pounding at it. Eventually covered up by the Sabres goalie. Best chance the Whitehawks have had yet this game. Whitehawks change defense. Face off. Gets through to Shakopee. They send it all the way down. Maddie Brown gets all the way back. Called for Kylie to be in the right spot. She was. Kylie cross-ice pass to O'Halloran. Nice touch to get it in deep. O'Halloran chases now into the corner. Dempsey comes in to help. Loose puck gathered up by O'Halloran. Puts it right in front of the net. Dempsey tried to shoot. She was knocked off the play. And the Sabres get another clear. Down to 51 seconds remaining in the power play. Maddie Brown plays it up the ice. Tried to hit Sheridan. Sabres get to it first. Now Brown plays it back out, set right back in. Now Johnson. Kylie Johnson. Gets it nicely to Dempsey. That was a great pass. She saw Dempsey going for it. She sent it to her. Now Dempsey. She's taken down behind the net. Kylie indeed. Sheridan with a big chance. Oh, Kylie had an opportunity. Now Maddie Brown with a shot. Hits some shin guards. Brown holds it in again. This time Shakopee picks it up and sends it all the way down. That's going to do it for the penalty. 5 seconds now remaining on the power play. Kylie It's to Sheridan. Sheridan sends it across. Peyton Newberger out now. Shot blocked. O'Kiley sends it around the boards. Gets Jamison here, but just couldn't get to it in time. Now Newberger behind the goal line. Pokes it around the net. Now Sheridan. Held in by Shakopee. O'Kiley picks up the puck in the corner. Turns with it. Gets it over to Newberger. Peyton Newberger just loses it at the red line. And Newberger is going to go to the box for a penalty. Our cameraman's got to leave. Shot by the Sabres within the corner. Now Falk had to play it out right to the blue line. Blocked by Sloat. Now Hayes putting some pressure on. Gets by Shakopee defenseman. D to D pass. Now sent into the zone. Sammy Starks is going to chase it. Gets it over to Sloat. Sloat sends it back the other way. Sabres pick it up. Put a puck towards the net. Sloat blocks that shot. Now she's going to go. Got two players to beat. Gets by one. Nice play by Sloat. Takes the shot. Hits her in the head and goes over the top of the net. Now Maddie Hayes putting pressure on. Puck comes all the way out. That'll be icing. Offensive zone face-off coming. 56 seconds remaining in the power play for Shakopee. Hoffman, O'Halloran, Brown, Johnson. O'Halloran with a steal. Puts it to Hoffman. Hoffman tried to shoot. Didn't get much on it as she was being pressured. Now played off the boards. O'Halloran gets to it first. O'Halloran puts it right towards the net. Hoffman, loose, short-handed opportunity. Puck was loose. Hoffman swung at it. Shakopee goalie covered it up. 31 seconds now remaining in the power play for Shakopee. Face off. Hoffman controls. Halloran got a stick on it. Shakopee picks it up and carries it back out. That is icing on the Sabres. Second icing call on the Sabres during this power play. Tough to take an icing when you're on the power play, but we'll take it. Face off. This time goes to Shakopee. Halloran at the half board. Good control. Now the Sabres carry it up center ice. A shot hits the side of the net. Brown played it off the skate. Bounces right out in front. Comes to Kylie. Kylie thought about hitting Newberger, but she was going to the bench. Power play is over. Back to 5-on-5. Dempsey's pushed off the puck inside the offensive zone. She does send it in deep. Allows the Whitehawks to change a few players. Now Sloat. Shakopee tries to get it out. Couldn't. Now Dempsey. She's hooked. Hello. They say no. Puck comes out to the blue line. Sammy Starks comes in to hold the zone. Does. Battle right inside the blue line. Like Dempsey, Sheridan, and Starks all battling for it. Just under 8 minutes remaining in period 2 now. Still 3-0 game. Shakopee has a breakout pass. Doesn't connect. Sammy Stark to be the first one back. Tries to get it to Sheridan. Sabres take back over. Stark to Sloat. Sloat to Sheridan. Now Newberger. She steals. Tries to get it to her. Didn't work out, but Newberger got it back. She gets it into the offensive zone. Takes her player off the play. Tried to put it towards the net, but hit a skate. Now Sammy Starks. Toss to Kylie. Whitehawks changing a few players. Her tried to play it up. Sabres carry it through neutral. Maddie Hayes with a big steal now. He's got one-on-one. Puts it right in front of the net. Whitehawks are changing. Kylie puts it in front of the net. Shakopee sends it all the way down. Icing will be the call on the Sabres. 6:38 remaining. Shots on goal got much closer now. 11 for the Whitehawks, 16 for Shakopee. Shakopee had 4 this period. Whitehawks have had 8. Now Hoffman, Hayes, Falk, Brown, Johnson. Whitehawks controlling off the faceoff. Sabres do pick it up. It's out of the zone. Brown with a defensive play. Carried in on side. Maddie Hayes helps out. Now Hoffman sends it around the boards. Sabres first one to get to it. Maddie Brown. Maddie Hayes. Still battling inside the defensive zone. Hayes, Hoffman. Finally get it out. Falk got a stick on it, but not controlled. Shot by the Sabres deep in the slot. Goes in the net. Number 10 for the Sabres with a hat trick. Momentum is going the Whitehawks' way. Sloat crosses to O'Halloran. Didn't connect. Sabres. Now play it out. Dempsey. He gets it to the blue line, not out. Now Abby Sloat plays it from behind the goal line. Sabres come away with it. O'Halloran with a steal. Skates by a couple of players. Going to carry it up. Tried to hit Dempsey. Didn't connect. Icing on the Whitehawks. .504 remaining period 2. 4-0. Sabres. Newberger. Starks. Sheridan. Sloat. And her. Abby Sloat takes the pass up the boards. Sabres with possession behind their own goal. Cross ice pass. Connects well. Carried into the zone. Poked away by Sloat. Stick was tied up. Couldn't get a stick on it. Right out in front, Hannah Cody with a save. Second chance went wide. Sheridan plays it out of the zone. Gets the clear for the Whitehawks. Sabres play right back in. Sloat sends it right back out. Sabres, number 35, carries it in cleanly. It's close to offside. She shoots. Hannah Cody puts it in the gear. Eventually rolls out after the whistle. So 4:02 now remaining in the period. Hoffman, Hayes, Falk, Brown, Johnson. Kylie picks up the pass. The face-off controlled by Shakopee now. Couldn't send it in. Now at center ice. Shakopee sends it in right to Maddie Brown. Brown had to hit Falk. Shakopee holds it in. That shot goes wide of the net. Brown had to get it up to Hoffman. Shakopee stole. Chance by the Sabres. Shot right on. Cody with the save. Now Falk. He gets the stick on it, gets it out. Hoffman digs it out of the pile. Now Brown, he sends it in deep. Whitehawks change a couple of forwards. Sabres send it out. Brown tried to play it up to O'Halloran, sent right back in. Now Kylie. Hello! Dempsey hit it clear. Shot right on. Brown clears. Good job. Pass in from the blue line. Didn't connect to anybody. Now Lundgren gets it to Dempsey. He gets it stolen right as she was leaving the zone. Sorry, I missed that on camera. I'm by myself now, so I'm going to struggle with doing both. Johnson lays it up. Lundgren gets it to Dempsey. Dempsey's got O'Halloran. O'Halloran carries in. Got Dempsey trailing. She leaves it for her. Defense changes for the Whitehawks. Shakopee tries to clear. Sloat uses the body to hold it in. Now it comes out. Jalen Dempsey. Starks. That shot went just wide. Now Jameson Herr, Malin Dempsey. Sloat. Now Jameson Herr. He tries to play it out. Shakopee intercepts. Sloat blocks that shot. Now it squirts out behind the goal line. Centering pass is blocked. Now Dempsey. He gets it out cleanly this time, and it hits the snow in front of the Shakopee bench. Float. That's the Jameson Herr. Jameson Herr tries to play it out. Sammy Starks carries it up. Taken away by the Sabres. 1 minute remaining in period 2. Now Newberger. He sends it back in. Loose puck gathered up by the Sabres. Cross ice pass. Didn't connect. Kylie defending. Shakopee comes away with it. Back to the blue line. Shot blocked by Starks. Puck comes free. Newberger. Sheridan in the battle. Number 10 from Shakopee. She's the one with the hat trick. Her shot saved by Cody. Number 10 still holds possession. Loose puck cleared by Newberger. That could have been a good opportunity for the Sabres, but that's going to do it. Period 2 over. 4-0. Shakopee shots on goal. 23-11 in favor of Shakopee. We're going to get some clear ice. We'll get back to period 3 as soon as we get some fresh ice. Give you a little shot of the sponsors that we want you to support. Platinum and gold sponsors. There are many other sponsors we want you to support. If you have the Westonka hockey book, feel free to take a look at there. Support any of the other sponsors that we got there. We'll be back for period 3 in just about 15 minutes. All right, we're back. Period 3's live. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll verify. Right off the bat, Hoffman with a chance. Looks like we got sound. Sorry about the camera. I'm getting myself together here. Okay, we're back on. Hoffman, Starks, Hayes, Falk, and Sloat. Sloat's down on the far board. He's hurting. Hayes putting pressure on. Was kind of a little mini power play while Starks was down in the corner. Now Falk, Shakopee player with a big swing and a miss. Falk plays it all the way down. Allows some Whitehawks to change. Now Halloran, Dempsey, Kylie, and Brown. Falk's still out there. She's going to go for the change now. Kylie puts the shot right on. Save. Kylie comes in deep. Playing it from the corner. Still battling through it. Dempsey helps her out. Dempsey plays it across to Brown. Brown with a shot. Low shot went just wide. O'Halloran. Back to Kylie. To Dempsey. Dempsey makes a move. Shot. Blocked. Kylie gets in there. Plays it to Dempsey. But it's hard to get this near wall. Kylie drops it back to Brown. Brown with a shot. That didn't miss by much. Comes all the way around. It looks like a power play for the Whitehawks right now, but it's not. Kylie sends it right back in deep to Dempsey. Malin Dempsey skating with it. Down the corner. Looking for a centering play. Shakopee comes and steals. Now played around the half board. Maddie Brown plays it in deep. Sends it right back. Now Dempsey. O'Halloran with a chance. Shot. Glove save. Good attempt. Good save. Now, offensive zone face-off coming for the Whitehawks. Jamison, her, Sammy Starks, Kylie, Sheridan, and Newberger. Abby's still being tended to on the bench, so down to 3 defensemen for the time being. Kylie holds that one in. Now Shakopee from the corner. They play it out off a Shakopee stick. That's going to go all the way down for icing. Good start to the third period here for the Whitehawks. Pressure's been all Whitehawks. They haven't marked any shots on goal, though I know we've had at least 3. Hoffman with one early. O'Halloran with one just a second ago. At least 1 or 2 more before that. So O'Halloran taking Sloat's position. So it's O'Halloran, Brown, Hurd, Newberger, and Sheridan. O'Halloran takes out her player right at the blue line. She picks up the loose puck. She's got 1 to beat. Takes the shot, goes wide left. Her stick was hit as she was shooting. Now her. As the center, bouncing puck gets right out in front. Sheridan with a chance. She ties up her player, eventually covered up by the Shakopee goalie. $11:56 remaining in period 3. Now going to be Hoffman, Hayes, Falk, O'Halloran, and Brown. Puck gets through everybody. Shakopee with a chance. Nice play by Hoffman. O'Halloran sends it up the boards. Charlie Falk battling along the boards. Hoffman comes away with it. I think Hoffman's going to go. She does. Make some room. She's got Hayes on the far side. Tries to get it to her. Hayes gets the shot, goes just wide left. Hayes with a centering pass just off the end of Hoffman's stick. Now Sammy Starks has to retreat. Plays it right back up off the board. Hayes gets it in to Hoffman. Hoffman makes some room. Riley with a little backhand chance just trickled in on the goalie. Covered it up. Good third period pressure for the Whitehawks. They need to keep this going, get on the board. get a little rally started. Now Dempsey, Lundgren, Sheridan, Starks, Johnson. Riley comes in to hold. Hits a player and squirts out. Breakaway chance for Shakopee. Big save by Cody. Rebound comes right back in on her. She closed the pads and makes the save. Two nice saves for Hannah Cody. We've got a 5-0 game. Whitehawks change defense now. O'Halloran and Brown out. Dempsey gets it to Lundgren. He gets it stolen. Shakopee shoots wide. Now Maddie Brown. He tries to play it out. Hits the Shakopee player. Brown with it again. There's a big collision behind the net. Didn't see what happened, but no calls made. Now Maddie Brown, she's going to take it up. She's got some room. She's got Ivy Lundgren following. Brown shoots, goes wide right, hits the backboard. Gotta go. Another chance for Shakopee. This time it goes in. So 5-0 Sabres. Sloat, Starks. Jamie Starks with a shot. Hits the shin pads, bounces out. Sloat sends it right back up. Offsides for the Whitehawks. 9:45 remaining period 3. Whitehawks win the faceoff. Jamison Hurst sends it in deep. Played from behind the net. Sabres get it out to the blue line. Starks holds it in. Ended up on a Sabre stick. Looking for a shot. It's by Sloat, but at a tough angle. Cody makes the save. You probably got to go get ready, don't you? Team's probably in the locker room. Dempsey, O'Halloran, Lundgren, Johnson, Brown. Kylie picks up the loose puck, carries it out, gets it to O'Halloran. O'Halloran carries in. Out to Kylie. Her shot just trickles in. Toe save. Now Dempsey. Dempsey skates by a couple of players. Puts it out in front. Lundgren was tied up. Kylie plays the puck. Leaves it for Dempsey. I'm sorry. Yeah. Shakopee gets it out. Brown does a good job, holds it in. Dempsey has to carry out. Whitehawks got to touch up. Dempsey's hit hard as she crosses the blue line. Now that puck comes right to Kylie. She's got to wait for the Whitehawks to get back on side. She sends it in deep. Whitehawks go to work in the offensive zone. O'Halloran, Dempsey. Now Brown. She holds it in. Dempsey picks up the loose puck. Sabres looking for a place to go with it. Off the skate. O'Halloran in control. Bounces out to neutral. Brown shoots it right back out. Whitehawks are changing. Sabres come in cleanly. They run into traffic right out in front. Newberger is the beneficiary of that one. He carries it up, plays it in deep. Giselle Sheridan on the far corner there to help her out. Whitehawks finish the change. Starks and Sloat along with her. And icing is the call on the Sabres. Still been a good period for the Whitehawks, even though the only goal was by Shakopee. Face off. Newberger sends it in behind the goal line. She battles through it, trying to get the puck out in front. Newberger back with it. Does get it out in front. Nobody there to pound it home. Her was just on the wrong side of the net where the puck came in. Shakopee plays it right off to Vorak, who's not in pads. Looks like it hit her shoulder. She's going to get back. Looks like she's okay. I see her nodding her head, so we'll take that as a good sign. Shakopee controls the face-off. Starks plays it out of the zone. Sammy Starks. Jameson Her couldn't get it out. Sabres play it in. Sloat with a nice play there. Gets it out of the zone. Sheridan hits it back at Sloat. Sloat's still trying to move it through neutral. Giselle Sheridan helping out. Newberger sends it up the ice. White Hawks going to change a couple of players. Hayes. Starks plays it across the fault, got by her in a Sabre. The Sabres regroup in their defensive zone. Hoffman picks that one up right off the bench, carries it around, shot, rebound. Falk tried to swing at it, couldn't get to it in time. Now the Sabres carry up ice, defended by Kylie. Kylie digs it out of the pile. Whitehawks finally get it out of the zone. Sabres are offside, so they try to regroup. Hoffman going to pick it up in the corner. Comes across to Kylie. Kylie back to Hoffman. Hoffman to Hayes. Gets knocked out the play. Now loose puck picked up by Johnson. Kylie Johnson behind the net. Puts it to Hayes. Shakopee shoots it right back behind the goal line. This time comes to the near board. Charlotte Falco on the boards. Hoffman as well. Down the corner. Kylie plays it around. Nobody there except Shakopee. Their shot goes wide left. Good offensive pressure for the Sabres. Not a shot on yet, but there's some chances. Starks digs it out of the pile. He's knocked off the play, held at the blue line. Shot saved by Cody. Centering pass gets through everybody. Maddie Hayes picks it up. She's hooked. No call. Falk carries it across center ice. Shoot! Knocked off before she could shoot. Now Dempsey. Brown. Brown gets it to O'Halloran. O'Halloran sends it in. Hit a Shakopee player. And we're going to get a penalty on O'Halloran. Dempsey, Brown, Lundgren, Kylie. Dempsey picks it up. She clears. Dempsey put some pressure on. Made a play. Puck just happened to go right to a Shakopee player. She carries it up. A lot of red between her and the goal. That shot went wide. Okay, send around in the near board. Ooh, too far. Brown blocks that shot. Dempsey picks it up. Sends it all the way down. Dempsey blocks that outlet pass. Stays in behind the goal line. Dempsey putting some pressure on. Shakopee breaks it out of the zone. Drops back. Shot goes wide. Way wide. We're left. Dempsey gets it out of the zone. The shot goes way wide right again. Brown. Dempsey. She clears. Too many. Hello. 6 players on the ice. Last one played it. They're not going to get a call. Don't know how they didn't see that. That was about as easy for anybody to call. Parents were screaming from the bleachers. Not going to happen. Centering pass blocked. Comes out to the blue line. Shot. Saved by Cody. Now Starks. Shakopee gets it right to the left side of the goal. Starts pressuring. Shot. Hits the side of the net. Back to 5-on-5. Going to be Hoffman, Hayes, Falk, Starks, Sloat. Hoffman wins the faceoff. Sloat gets it back to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to get it up to Hayes. Starks, Hoffman, Hayes all in the battle. Hayes is hit into the boards. No call there either. That's some questionable no calls on the referee's part here late in the third. Been fairly clean up till that moment. They're going to call that icing even though their player should have played it. They'd call that questionable as well. Either way, defensive face-off for the Whitehawks. Going to be to the left of Hannah Cody. Same 5 on the ice. Shot, pad saved by Cody. 30 shots on goal now for the Sabres. 18 for the Whitehawks. That shot sails wide. Float plays it around behind the net. Patty Hayes takes her player off, ties her up. Hoffman pokes it up. Hayes gets there behind her. He plays it across center ice. Float plays it across the Starks. Now Halloran. Halloran gets it into Dempsey. Dempsey all alone. Circles the net. Halloran takes a shot, hits the skate. Starts with a big shot. That's a pad save. 1 minute remaining in the third period. O'Halloran, Dempsey. And they cleared. Shakopee gets it out of the zone. That could be far enough for icing. 30 seconds now remaining. Sloat plays it up to Lundgren. Shakopee sends it in. Offside. They touch up. Get back on. Now O'Halloran. He loses it right at the blue line. Now Dempsey takes out her player. Sloat takes over, hits the back of our own net. Centering pass, one-timer goes just wide. That was a great opportunity for the Sabres. Now Halloran. That's going to do it. 5-0 will be the total. Shakopee Sabres take this JV game. Be back at 1:45 for period 3. Or I'm sorry, for the varsity game. Same 2 teams. Varsity looking for a little better result. Thanks for watching. Oh, we will get players of the game here, so we'll leave this up here so we can see that before we shut her down. See who from the Whitehawks is going to get the MVP puck. Jamison Herr with the player of the game for the Whitehawks.
From the Shakopee Sabres, scoring a hat trick, number 10, Catherine Johnshaw. And from the Shakopee Sabres, with a 19-save shutout, the goalie, Quinn Vanelski.
There you have it. Those are players of the game. Thanks.